Hey there, YouTubers, people who watch my stuff. Uh, my last video was a little bit too long, so I'm going to make this one short, hopefully. Touched upon a subject about my dearly departed black cat from years and years ago that sent me a psychic blast of her last energy as she left her mortal body. And I told you the story how I found her in the road and everything. Uh, I've wondered about that, and that's something I will never forget as long as I live. That moment, that episode, because I believe that animals have a psychic, spiritual being as people do, of a little bit different nature specifically, but nevertheless, I believe animals have souls. They have spirits that are sacred. Native Americans were deeply into this with their beliefs, which maybe we'll do a video in the future going into that a little bit. Not that I'm any kind of an expert on Native American culture, but nevertheless, I do know a little bit, and I know that not just Native Americans, but early ancient primitive mankind uh, recognized and acknowledged the animal spirits, the spirits of the world. This is going back way before the monotheistic view of God. So it was in a time when nature was God, or many gods, and nature was considered sacred and spiritual. And don't you wish that our modern industrial culture would embrace some of that, right? Anyway, uh, people could seek to possess the spirits of a specific animal, like the cleverness of a coyote or a wolf, the strength of a bear, the the freedom and exhilaration of an eagle soaring, that sort of thing. And you know, it just goes on. Uh, and that's something that I think needs to be brought back, and I suppose it never went away, is that connection that we have with animals, and the animals that we modern urban, suburban, country folk are most familiar with are domestic animals like dogs. And say hello to Dina. Yeah. She's here in the outside studio soaking up some warm sunshine. Um, and dogs and cats and horses and probably birds, animals that we keep. And I think it's necessary for people, we human beings, to have a living connection to the animal world. Essentially, dogs and cats are a connection between people and the natural world, where these animals are native to going back eons, you know, before they became domesticated or fully domesticated. So I know in the case of dogs, early mankind, uh, all the research and the books I've read said that our modern domestic canines came from an ancient wolf who became a wolf dog. They don't exactly say in scientific terms exactly how that happened, but I imagine an early caveman or cave woman or cave family uh, probably threw their bones out the opening of the cave, and the wolves, being smart and having good noses, knew that there was a meal up there, even though it was a scanty one. So they go up there and creep closer to the humans. They eat the bones and scraps of food. And maybe some early caveman enticed the wolf to come into the cave and feed him or her more and let them lay by the fire to warm up. Who knows? Nobody knows for sure. But at one point, when we were cave people living in a cave and we had wolf dogs for pets or to keep us company or to partner up with, to work, to hunt, for protection of our ancient turf, our cave homes. Uh, we had dogs. Whether we had cats, uh, I don't know, because the only cats that I know about back in those prehistoric times uh, were pretty damn big cats and not something you could make a pet out of because you couldn't go to sleep and be sure the damn cat wasn't going to have you for dinner or a midnight snack. So that's something I don't know too much about, but I wish I did. But dogs, uh, they manifest their love in so many ways, and that's the connection that we have with our pets is love. It's not a romantic love. I wouldn't even call it agape. Um, it's a natural kind of love. It's a spirituality. So get a hold of me, email me, or whatever, uh, or message me, or however in the hell you navigate the cyber world, and let me know your thoughts and feelings. Thanks.